Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Vanashri. On behalf of Swasth Wellbeing, would like to welcome you all for our today's session with Ms. Neerja Malik on Living in the Now. Ms. Neerja Malik is a counselor, an author, an inspirational speaker, and also a global cancer ambassador. Her initial experience, both as social worker and a teacher in various schools, honed her skills and prepared her to do what she believes she was meant for. Her own journey through cancer, very unlikely for the most, had resulted for her being the conqueror rather than a survivor, and she kick-started with the Apollo Cancer Support Group on 8th March 2004 and subsequently inaugurated the Polachi Cancer Support Group on 2nd of February 2018. She counsels patients afflicted with cancer and their family members and caregivers for the last 21 years with unbridled passion and dedication. In this regard, she was also invited by the Department of State, United States of America, as a participant for the first ever IVLP, which is International Visitors Leadership Program in Breast Cancer in October of 2008, which yielded her the exposure to many hospitals and NGOs in 6 major cities dealing in different aspects of awareness, prevention, and cure in the field of breast cancer. Being an author, her book I Inspire narrates the story of her very existence. As an inspirational speaker, she have addressed in many schools, colleges, universities, hospitals, corporates, NGOs, clubs, and Lok Sabha Secretariat regarding her work as a part of breast cancer awareness program. There are countless articles written about her and many YouTube videos made, including woman icon Neerja Malik, cancer conqueror and counselor. Let's talk with Vinay. Be like Neerja, Circle of Success, and TEDx Talks are a few of those which are inspiring and impactful and have been like a guiding light at the end of a tunnel for many. So, firstly, heartiest welcome on behalf of our entire team of Swasth, Ms. Neerja, and we feel fortunate and blessed to have you amongst us today. And thus, without any further delays, would like to hear about you, about the session from you.
Well, I was having a bit of a glitch there, getting on to. You see, you people, you young ones, are so tech savvy. And I'm still wondering how to go about my laptop. Can you hear me, Banashri?
Yes, ma'am, but
And
ma'am, video is not yet on, ma'am.
the video isn't put on? Okay, it's it's on actually. It says
Uh,
here I've managed to turn camera on. There's no line across it. What do we do now?
oh,
Because I can see myself and I can see you. Right, let me try again. I've shut it.
ma'am, I think it's on. I think it's on. I can't see you because Amartya can see you, ma'am.
I see
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
can
Yeah, I can see you now.
you? Well, that is a wonderful way of getting introduced to all of you. So, my dearest young ones, first of all, I would like to just say how happy I am to be here with you. And I would also like to start in a way that I love to do, which is the divinity in me bows down to the divinity in all of you. Now, there is something that I believe in very firmly. I believe that we are all one. I believe that we are the lights that the Almighty Supreme God brings from all over the universe to this earth. I believe that we are all interconnected, soul to soul, heart to heart. And I think that if we all feel the same, imagine the kind of harmony and the kind of peace and the kind of balance that we would find all over the world. Now, Amartya has been in touch with me, and we decided that I would talk about living in the now. I've had a series of adventurous and exciting things in my life, whether it is broken bones, whether it is many miscarriages, whether it is a stillborn in the 8th month, whether it is premature twins, cancer twice, septicemia 3 times, many surgeries, broken ribs, etc., etc. Now, if I delved, if I thought of, if I mulled, if I felt terrible about all these things that I'm going through, if I lived in the past, what I was athletic. I actually represented Delhi in the first national cross country race of India, which was held in Lucknow. I was a good shot. I was a horse rider. I got prizes not only in roller skating, but ice skating. I've done boating. I won prizes in driving, all kinds of things. If I kept thinking or living in the past, would I be able to do anything now? Even if I had a purpose in life, would I be able to fulfill that purpose with a determined decision? No, because all of me would be scattered and shattered. I love the name Swasth well-being, and well-being can be divided into different aspects. We had a lovely way when we were in school to remember PMES. And what did PMES stand for? Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Now, when there is an alignment, there is a balance in all these four aspects of a single human being, then there is perfection personified. Of course, we are all works in progress, but at least we can try by living in the now, by tackling one day at a time, by not worrying about the future, the past, and fantasizing about the future. Now, I am right here, right now, with you, children, and my entire focus is on all of you, the youth here who are the leaders of tomorrow. And there's certain pointers that I would like to give you, certain ideas, certain values, certain characteristics that I feel are important and that have helped me through my very exciting and adventurous journey in life. Living in the now. The now consists of that moment that you are alive, awake, and a part of at a specific point of time. Now, why am I saying this? Because my nows have been good, bad, ugly, happy, sad, traumatizing. They could be anything. But if I just focused on the negative, I would not be able to get out of the negative into the positive and make a change for myself. Let's talk about the 30th of September. I can talk about it because it's over and done with. 30th of September this year, I had the most excruciating pain in my ribs. And to cut a very long story short, I was diagnosed with cancer on Friday, the 13th of February, 1998, which is 23 years back. And I've been counseling cancer patients and their family members for the last 23 years. Now, what happened then? If I had collapsed, if I had been troubled, miserable, focused on the negative, how would I have been able to gather resources to get out of that situation? And mind you, the situation didn't just end there. There were lots of things happening before, and a lot happened after. But if I just wasted my time and energy thinking about what I went through, thinking about the better times I had, and not focusing on the present, I would not have been able to get out of the situation. So, to go back to the 30th of September, I had excruciating pain. Now, what happened then was that when I was diagnosed in 98, I had a surgery, I had 6 sessions of chemotherapy every 21 days, and I had about 34 or 38 radiations. Now, in those days, the radiation was direct, not targeted. Nowadays, you can go shopping for your radiation, and it is targeted just to where the bed of the tumor is, which means if the tumor is here, you have done a surgery, you have taken the tumor out, and then you radiate only the bed of the tumor to ensure that no naughty cells have been left behind. Therefore, if the radiation is getting done on the breast, then the rays are straight and they go through the chest, into the lungs, into the heart, and they damage possibly the rib cage also. So, what happened to me in 2000? I slipped in the bathroom and I hit the sink on my chest. And I had to go somewhere. So I met the doctor. I was in the hospital. I had gone there to counsel a patient and I met the radiologist and I told him, I said, guess what? I will need an X-ray because I've hit myself very badly on my chest. I fell in the bathroom and with the force, I hit it against the sink. So the man told me, well, why don't you get it done now? And I said, no, no, I'm driving off somewhere. I'll be back in 3, 4 days and then get it done. So I went out of town. I came back expecting that if something went wrong, it went wrong here because that is where the impact of the fall was. But that was not so. Though the impact was here, the radiation from the sides had made my ribs brittle. So, though I got hit here, the fracture or the breakage happened here, under my armpit, along my arm in the fifth rib. So, what do you think happened? It broke. But because it was impacted here,